Listen, I don't know if y'all went to the box office this past weekend, but Bad Boys 4 Ride or Die is a hit. LA Times reports that Bad Boys debuted this weekend with $56 million in domestic ticket sales and $104.6 million globally. As you know, you've seen Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, the two stars of the movie, not only on social media, going to all of the different premieres, but hugging on fans. Will Smith, I believe this past weekend on Friday and Saturday, showed up at the movie theater, at the premieres, just to kind of see sort of the reaction of the audience. I told y'all this before. Patty Jackson over on her YouTube channel, she's talking about that Bad Boys 4 is her favorite. Now, I still am taking the time to be able to check it out. Don't worry, the next time we talk, I'll probably be able to let y'all know what I thought. My favorite thus far was Bad Boys 2. Period. I always will go back to that movie. It's actually one of my feel-good movies, right? You know, that you go back and you just sort of watch. One thing, though, that people are talking about is, and they were kind of concerned even prior to these numbers coming out after the Bad Boys 4, was just sort of how folks were going to react to Will after what happened at the Academy Awards in 2022, in which he horrifically slapped Chris Rock. Now, some folks were concerned that he may not be able to recover, but you know, to be honest, these days, I don't think folks are sitting out as long as they used to when it comes to these sort of controversies. And if I'm correct about my dates, I believe it was February of 2022 when it happened. The slap happened at the Academy Awards, and then Will came back on the scene like of July of 2022. So it was only like a few months of a gap in between that. I also, and while there's no comparison to, you know, what's going on with Diddy, but if you notice, Diddy did not stay hidden for 5 minutes. He came out in Miami and was smoking a cigar. So folks ain't doing like they used to when controversies happen, where they just kind of like lay low. You better lay low. They don't lay low for no long time no more. They, you know, do a little something for 5 minutes, or, you know, what they consider to be their level of a break. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 weeks and that's it. But I will say Bad Boys came and did its thing at the box office. Shout out to both Martin as well as to Will Smith. Martin also released a statement because folks was concerned actually about his health, if you remember. So much so that Martin actually had to come out with a statement just letting everybody know he's doing good. He's doing fine. I will say that I think regardless of the health of Martin and whether he wants to share that with us or not, or maybe he's correcting that it's going on and we're looking too deep into the matter / noticing a little bit more slurring. I do believe that Will and Martin, they have each other's back. If you remember the story, it's my understanding that Martin was the one who actually brought Will onto the Bad Boys franchise. And so shout out to them for being able to just be on number 4. I remember when the first one came out, I believe that was like in 1995. Then you had the next one that came out some years later, which again, I still think is the best one. The third one came out in 2020. And then in 2024, they're rounding it off with Bad Boys 4. So shout out to them and congratulations to Bad Boys for doing so well at the box office.